What is up, geeks? So now that you guys saw my reaction video, I'm going to do a spoiler-filled review video. I've seen the trailer a couple times, and we're going to go frame by frame, bit by bit, and go through the whole entire trailer. This is obviously going to have spoilers in it. By now, I hope you've seen the trailer. It's awesome. So without further ado, let's get started here. Alright, so we start out in this icy looking area, almost like Hoth. Looks like a Hydra base of some sort. Then we cut to the Winter Soldier in some kind of cryogenic chamber. I guess they froze his body similar to what they did with Cap. Cap somehow infiltrates this area. We see the Marvel logo. Now we see some footage that we've seen before. This was from the attack in New York in Avengers 1, which they have on the right side. If you haven't seen, there's actually casualty rates on the right side, which is a pretty cool thing that they added in there. Just if you wanted to know how many people died in each event. So they're going through all the different events, trying to convince these people that they need to have some kind of governing, governing body to watch over all the superheroes. So the next one, we see what happened with the Winter Soldier. We have a nice shot of the Falcon over here. And then, of course, what happened in Avengers 2. And we have Cap there talking to this guy. I forgot his name, but he's the general that we see in The Incredible Hulk. Nice shot of Black Panther. Then we got a nice shot of Iron Man coming out of the plane. That was pretty cool. Although we've seen Iron Man a lot of times in all these Marvel movies, 3 separate solo movies, and then we've seen him in the 2 Avengers movies. I never get tired of seeing him in, those different shots. Then we have a nice back and forth between Tony and Cap. And we see some kind of, it's not a helicarrier, but some kind of submarine base. It looks really cool. It's just an underwater base rising from the ocean. And I'm not sure what is in the background there, but there's a bunch of cells. It looks like maybe they're keeping some people there, which is pretty interesting. And then we see that back and forth between Cap and Iron Man. And we've seen, sometimes Iron Man says, "Sometimes I want to punch you in your perfect teeth." We've seen that response, but we haven't heard, I should say, what Cap says before that, so that was cool. Then a nice shot of Black Panther chasing down the Winter Soldier. And I love this shot right here. I just, every time I see it, it blows my mind. So Tony has some kind of wristwatch gadget thing, and he folds it over his hand. The way that he does it, it just looks so cool. And then I'm guessing it's one of his suits that he has. And he gets to stop a bullet with it, which is crazy. Then we have, now there's a lot of shots coming into the picture. So we have a shot of War Machine getting hit at the center of his suit, where the arc reactor is. And we see him falling down. And then Tony takes off his mask. See, I'm not sure if War Machine is going to die, because if they're going to show this in the trailer, then maybe he's going to survive. Otherwise, they're basically spoiling that he's going to die, But then again, they could be killing him off. Who knows? He's kind of the most expendable Avenger out of all of them, to be honest. Alright, so we have some really cool fighting scenes between Black Widow and some agents there. I'm not sure who they are. Alright, so some more Cap and Iron Man action here. A lot of great shots. And I like that Black Panther fight between him and Winter Soldier. He goes in with a hook to the body and he has his claws out. It looks really cool. And we see that the suit is made out of vibranium because it is deflecting all the bullets from that ship. Then we see a nice shot of Vision looking like he's getting owned by Scarlet Witch. I'm very surprised. I mean, I guess there's only one way to really defeat Vision. I guess there's gonna have to be some kind of thing that Scarlet Witch has. I don't know, but out of all the other Avengers, Scarlet Witch has the best chance of fighting Vision. You see Hawkeye, and what's so awesome, I didn't even catch this until now because I'm going frame by frame, but Hawkeye shoots an arrow, and one of those arrows has Ant-Man on it, and that's happened in the comics a lot, so that was cool to see. We see Crossbones with Cap, very cool. Now this is really cool. So Captain America and Iron Man are fighting each other, and then Captain America says something that he said back in the 1940s when he was fighting that bully in the first Cap, the first Avenger. He says, "I can do this all day." So that was a cool homage, and the way that he was doing is the same way, and it just shows how Steve Rogers is, his personality. Thing is, a lot of people are saying that he's going to die in this movie. I really hope he doesn't, but there's a chance that he will. And maybe Bucky takes over as Cap. Maybe Falcon does. We know that in the comics, Falcon has been the recent Cap. So, there's a chance that's happening. But I'd be really sad to see Chris Evans go. I know he wants to do other things, but he's just such a good Captain America. And then we have that shot. I want to go back to that shot of all the superheroes flying towards each other. It looks so epic. Let's go back to that. Wow. They look really cool, guys. I can't wait for this movie. I already got my tickets. I'm going to see it multiple times. And then, of course, the last shot. So, Iron Man saying underoos. And now we know that Spider-Man is going to be on Team Iron Man. I mean, that's not really a surprise because Tony, I'm sure Tony's going to approach Spider-Man and build this suit for him. We know in the comics he does the Iron Spider suit, so that's probably in the future. But maybe this suit is the one that Tony built for him. There is some technology in it. We see this in the last shot. Spidey says, "Hey everyone," and then his eyes squint, and you could hear like a photo lens, which is really cool because we know Peter Parker is a photographer, and that's a really cool, neat thing. I just wonder if they're going to be using that effect as often as they use it for Deadpool in the movie Deadpool. In the Deadpool movie, he's constantly having that facial expression, animated face type thing. I don't know if Spidey's going to do that. It could definitely work. But of course, photo lens sound effect going off all the time is probably going to be annoying. I don't think they're going to do that. I think they just used it for that one shot to focus in. But it was really cool. It looks so cool. I'm so hyped for the Spidey suit. Definitely looking forward to it. I'm not sure how much they're going to follow the comics. I mean, Spidey's kind of caught in the middle. And I'm guessing maybe he starts out on Tony's side and then somehow goes to Cap's side at the end, or maybe gets caught in the middle too. Not sure if they're going to do the unmasked reveal because there's really no point now that the premise is a little bit different. Captain America Civil War is different in the fact that it's about the government having control of all the superheroes rather than in the comics they were forced to show their secret identities, where here in the Marvel Cinematic Universe identities don't really matter anymore. Everyone knows Tony is Iron Man and everyone knows that Steve Rogers is Cap. It doesn't matter. So, anyway, great trailer. Totally hyped for Spidey. I hope you guys like this review. I think this movie now is going to be definitely one of the top movies of 2016. Started off well with Deadpool. We're going to get Batman vs. Superman soon, and I told you guys I'm going to be reviewing that with my buddy Angelo, and we're going to have a lot of fun reviewing that movie. We'll do a reaction like we did for this trailer. Like I did for this trailer, and then there's going to be a full-out review afterwards. So, yep, that's coming up in about a week or so. As far as reviews, I will be reviewing some Civil War stuff just because, the trailer just hit, and it's about time that we do some more Civil War reviews on this channel. So, Black Panther Pop Vinyl coming up next. We got Captain America, Iron Man. And then we have some Spidey action figures that I wanted to review. Until next time, guys, thank you for watching. Embrace, express, and enjoy yourself. May the Force be with you always, my young Padawan.